check on tonight, man. Because when you be a
I see
Belichick,
it.
you can. Yeah,
Yeah, we
yeah,
gotta
man.
unlock the we gonna unlock the new character. We got Hoodie Smitty.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it
I'm
is.
Hoodie Smith. Be a Belichick night, man. Y'all know when I'm Hoodie Smitty, I ain't bullshitting. What's good, man? What's good? What's good?
Smitty
What's
over there
good?
looking like somebody's daddy.
Come on, man. I got a daughter while you bullshitting. Um,
Let's
come
get
on in, man. Let's talk about this Monday night football matchup, man. You see
get
it in the
ready.
background. Falcons Bills Monday night. It's gonna be a good one, man. I think it's gonna be one of the best games of the year. So I mean, look, I'm telling you,
Falcons got a chance.
I think Mercedes-Benz
Got a
Stadium gonna be
chance.
rocking Monday night.
We got a good chance, man. I'm ready for him. I'm ready for him. Come on in, everybody. You know what time it is. Time to get this
Come
preview
on
in.
in.
Time to preview these Buffalo Bills. It's so crazy, man. I've been running into Buffalo Bills fans for really like for the last 2 months, just randomly. It was so crazy like 2 days ago. I'm just driving past, just coming from the gas station, pumping my gas, riding, minding my own business. I
What's
look to
up,
the
Miss
right.
Lisa?
I see a
Facts.
Bills fan. She walking her dog. I'm like, what?
But
You know
you
what I'm
want to
saying?
hear something crazy though? You
Yeah.
want to hear something? You want to hear something crazy?
What's that?
One of my good childhood friends, born in Atlanta, raised in Atlanta, stayed one street over from me.
Okay.
He been a Buffalo Bill fan since we was in the 7th grade. No lie.
Wow.
Cause he growing up, he loved Thurman Thomas. I mean, he was
Okay.
a Thurman Thomas fanatic. Shout out to my boy Wallace Vance. Shout out to him. Um, and I could never understand, we Falcon fans. But
Right.
him, when Buffalo went on that 4 Super Bowl run, it was something about Thurman Thomas and that team he just loved, man. So, and he's still a Buffalo Bill
Understand
fan
that.
to this day, win or lose. He's still Buffalo, man. So, hey, shout out to him. But I'm not mad. Look, we all
Hey
got to
man,
have a
like
team,
who you
no
like.
matter if it's local, no matter if national. You got to have a team. It's just like me. I'm
Right.
Georgia everything until it comes to college basketball. College basketball, I've been a North Carolina Tar Heel fan since I was 11 years old. Because I saw Dean Smith and the way he coached and see how they play. They were a juggernaut back in the day. So,
Right.
when I seen that, man, I mean,
Man.
North Carolina Tar Heel basketball, it been my
Now that
team from the jump.
basketball, that basketball, I do understand because as far as like me, I'm a, I'm a Kentucky fan, man. For me, man, wherever John Calipari was going at the time, I was with it anyway because I was with him with Memphis when they had Derrick Rose and the whole thing, Mario Chalmers, and the rest is history with that. But yeah, man, I was Kentucky everything, so I understand. But forget about all that. Let's talk about these birds. Bird gang, man. I'm feeling good, Smitty. I'm not gonna lie to you. The bye week was needed.
Hey, man, let me tell you
all of
before we
us.
start, you can't be rude, man. You know what to
What?
do.
Oh,
You
I'm
gotta give a
sorry.
shout to the chat, man. Come
I'm
on now.
sorry, Chat.
Chat
I'm
showed up for
excited,
us, man.
Chat.
We got to
I'm
show chat
excited,
some love.
Chat. I apologize. My humble apology.
Oh,
Though.
for life, what's good, man? Millie
Coming off
Mills
this bye
said
week,
Smitty's up for Buffalo, man. I think we get busy on them local jokers, man. Dirty Bird Gang 11 and our fam always tuning in, man. Appreciate you. Robert Blackman, another one. Jeff, what's good, my guy? He said, what's up, fella? Let's get this win.
Let's do it.
One of our biggest supporters, Miss Lisa Shepard, stopped in and said, beat the Bills, man. We definitely got to do that. Solomon Washington, who always bringing the tough questions, stopping in, man. What's good? Yeah, it's up, man.
What it do? Flames.
Put them fireballs in the chat, man, because we finna light this thing up.
Chat. What's happening, family? What's
Chris
happening?
said, just know the ticket prices are just as high as price of eggs.
Better believe it.
Boy, them eggs ain't no joke. Joe said, ATL rise up Monday night, have a big game. I believe in our birds. I do too, Joe. I do too, man.
Get it, Joe.
Run.
Get
What's
it,
up, my guy?
What's happening, Ron?
Yeah.
How you feeling? How you feeling?
Bird games are for the Falcons to win. They must utilize their potential run game, control the clock without the Bills' defense, especially by targeting the Bills' struggling defensive line. And the thing about that, man, y'all got to understand too, Ed Oliver been hurt, and that's a key component to that defensive line. But we still should, be able to run the football, no matter what. And Dirty Bird, you must have seen my key to victory already, because that was number one.
I'm trying to tell you,
Clay, what's up, my guy?
What's happening? Yeah. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Flames in the chat. Let's get it.
Yeah. Time for Penn to put the league on notice. Absolutely. But go ahead, Chris, with what you were saying.
Oh, shoot, man. It's just all about, we moving forward, man, I'm feeling good about this game, y'all. I mean, it's not just about what the Patriots did. I mean, a small bit, but it's not just about that. I was feeling good coming into it anyway. When I just look at how we match up, and you look at those rosters, and you go all the way down, up and down, the Bills really don't have that much more than what the Falcons do. I mean, the biggest thing
they built similar. They built similar.
I'm saying the biggest thing is Josh Allen. That's just, of course, they're going to give him MVP, reigning MVP. So you give him that. But outside of that, we stack up real good against the other Buffalo Bills.
I got a bold prediction about that, and I'm gonna just say it, and I'm gonna make a short out of this. That's why I'm gonna say it right now.
Do it.
Everybody thinks Josh Allen's gonna win MVP because Lamar Jackson is down this year. But I'm telling y'all right now, here on this show, Bijan Robinson gonna win MVP of the league. I'm telling y'all right now, because look at how he started and where he's going. Yeah, and if they beat these tough teams and see if they can pull out these tough wins, this is why Bijan Robinson gonna win MVP of the NFL. Yeah, I said it.
I'm gonna say it with your chest, then, Smitty.
I said it with both of my chests with two S's. But yeah, man, Bijan gonna win MVP, man. I'm telling y'all. Don't be surprised. So when y'all see it, y'all go back to the show. Say, man, Smitty said it.
Well, about 584, right? About 584 on the scrimmage yards, total scrimmage yards.
Already.
So he's already leading. He's already having more receptions and more receiving yards than some of the top receivers, and of course, some more yards than a lot of the top backs. He just doesn't have the touchdowns to go with it. I understand, but that production is still there.
Yeah,
can't sleep on it.
Go ahead, Chris. My bad. What you was gonna say about it? He said when we do get news on the injury report. Quick question. I'm very curious on AJ Terrell if he comes back this game.
Well, I'm glad. Glad you asked that, Double J.
He talked it right on up. Go ahead.
Hey man, AJ Terrell could return. It's a good possibility. I know Joe Patrick had put it out that AJ Terrell, the Falcons are feeling good about him, possibly returning. We're going to see about how the practice week goes, but it would be so big if we can have our CB1 back for this Buffalo Bills game. Want to make sure he's healthy, though. Of course, the Falcons are going to be precautionary with bringing back, CB1 off their hamstring, how tricky they can be. So, but that's still great news. And also TQ Graham. We could be having TQ Graham coming back as well because his 21-day window is now open. So we'll see about TQ.
And we haven't heard anything on Troy Anderson, Storm Norton, and Braylon Trice. So we'll keep updating you as the updates come in. But I think all of them is in that 21-day window to come off the injury reserve. So we'll see what happens with that in the coming days. But we got our well, she's not a special guest. She one of us, man. She fat. So we gonna bring on in and let her do her thing tonight, man. Yeah, what's up?
What's happening?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Hey, man, every day is a great one. We can get into this game, man. Can't wait. I'm feeling good about it. How you feeling?
It's on Monday, so we'll see. We'll see.
Solomon said he thinks Taquan going to come back. He's a good run defender, absolutely, and we need that. He plays 3-4. He played 3-4 tackle or 3-4 end, so that's going to be a big key for the Falcons against the Bills if he's able to come back against Buffalo. But if not, I feel like they'll rally the troops and they'll put together a game plan to stop that run game. Because I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna just be right off top honest, and I'm gonna roll right into it, man. Falcon defense versus the Bills offense, and I'm telling you right now, we all know Josh Allen is he's just that guy that you just hate to see, man, because when you talk about Josh Allen, you talk about one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, and don't get me wrong, he's the epitome of how you build a quarterback, because his first 3 years he was kind of erratic. Ken Dorsey had to go back to the drawing board with him in Buffalo, and he figured out how to use his skill set. We knew he could run the football, but he was not very accurate. So what did he do? He wanted to retool the offense to fit what he does. So what Josh Allen do the best is throw on a run. He uses his legs the best. So what the Falcons are going to have to do this game, I think, against this Buffalo offense, is they're going to have to force them to be one-dimensional Force Josh Allen to beat you. And I'm saying that. Force Josh Allen to beat you. And why I said that, James Cook is that other X factor that I hate to see coming because he's one of those guys he can beat you with big
they don't
runs.
use him like that though. They don't.
Oh yes, they do. He just had a bad game last night. I'm telling you. Go ahead.
I'm just not gonna say he had a bad game. I'm gonna say if you really pay attention how they use James Cook, it's almost in the same way as we try to use Bijan and mixed in with Tyler Algier. But the problem is with how they use James Cook is they use him to run, but when it comes down to a pass, he's just running a go route. They just tell him, hey, use your speed, run and go. Yeah. I don't see him being like a mix factor on the offense. So I'm not really worrying about Cook. I'm not going to worry about him because, again, my guys go against Bijan every day in practice. You should be able to stop James Cook. I'm just saying. I'm not scared of him. The person that I'm scared of is the person that's holding that football, and that's number 17. That's who I'm really worried about because we do not do good on our defense when it comes down to mobile quarterbacks. Even if we put a spy, we do not do good when it comes down to mobile quarterbacks.
Absolutely.
If they find that little wrinkle, they're not going to use James Cook. So we're not really going to be worrying about Cook like that. We're going to be more worried about Mr. Allen. So.
Yeah.
Well,
and to El's point, I will give a point to El though. Only because I will say this, the mobile quarterback thing has been a problem. And now you're going against one of the strongest quarterbacks in the league, too, as far as when he does run. A dual threat quarterback because Josh Allen has worked on his accuracy in the offseason like every season. So, like, he's always working. And Buffalo's run game, I mean, they're only average. It's 728 yards over 5 games. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, like, I do agree with how Eb said about how they use James Cook. You're more so worried about Josh Allen because he's able to be mobile and you want him throwing. You don't necessarily want him extending plays with those legs because he can, and he can run over linebackers. So I feel like you got to try to.
That's a big boy.
Yeah, he is. I feel like one way to beat him is to keep him on the sideline, of course, but to make him a passer. I believe that's one thing.
And that's why I said you got to force him to beat you with his arm. And that's hard to say. But at the same time, if he beat you with his legs, that's going to even everything out. And that's going to make it tough for us. But the thing that I feel like we have in this game that we didn't have the last time we played him. Yeah, we had Deion Jones in that game the last time we played him in Buffalo. But I feel like with Devon Diablo and Jalen Walker, those two linebackers are going to make a big difference in this game. Because when you talk about speed, you talk about agility, those guys have it. He's Josh Allen, 6'5", about 250. So he's like Derrick Henry at quarterback. So when you have a big guy like that, you have to have guys that can track him all around the field. You have to be able to set the edge against a guy like him. If you let him get on the edge and throw on the run, he's going to beat you all day. So if he does that and he beats you, you expect that. But if he uses his legs to beat you, that's going to be a problem for the defense. But if you force him to throw the ball more and make them one-dimensional, I feel like he makes more mistakes. You saw it against the New England Patriots last night. They forced him out of the pocket. They forced him to make untimely throws. And, he still threw for 253 and 2 touchdowns, but he did not look like the Josh Allen that we're used to seeing. When he ran the football, they were on their side of the field. They didn't give him a chance to run once they got to their own territory. So, Josh Allen is going to be the key to stopping them. But at the same time, I agree with what El said with James Cook, but I just feel like something about James Cook, he's just ready for a big game. I just hope it's not against us.
Yeah, I mean, he got paid. You got to look at it. He just got paid. He was their whole entire offense last year. We really haven't seen that same entire offense this year. So that's
what I'm saying.
We haven't seen it, but if he does get to going, I feel like he won't get to going like that. He's not going to run over. It's like he's Saquon Barkley. No, he's not going to do that. But what I would definitely say is, number one, I know some people were talking about it and, kind of hinting to it. Josh Allen is very good against the blitz. We don't need Josh Allen. We don't need Josh Allen making plays off the blitz. We are known to blitz. That's one thing we do. We are known to blitz. So I don't know what how we're going to look at that, how Jeff is really going to look at that and see another different approach. I know I just seen somebody said use Helms as an extra linebacker. I can definitely see that as well. But the problem is that even if we use him as an extra linebacker with there, I really think if our DBs are where they need to be, if AJ Terrell is seriously, Hammy's fine, everything is good, we can literally fight them in the air. That's the problem. And I think that will be one thing. I think Josh will actually prefer AJ Terrell not to be there because we are whole different teams without AJ Terrell, to be honest with you.
Of course.
I miss my twin. But when it comes down to it, though, how I'm looking at it, I feel like the game plan is to just spy him, make him feel uncomfortable, and just make sure we put the right people where they need to be. We sit over here and hit all of our gaps because, again, what I will say, Bills' offense is very good against pass pro. So so they don't have a good run offense, but they're very good when it comes down to pass pro. So if we can pretty much rattle some things, shake some things up, we can pretty much make this a game. If not, it's going to be a long day, and I don't want to be pissed on a Monday. Because that means I got to go into a Tuesday pissed.
And let's also add the fact that, too, one way to counter the Bills and their offense is to get turnovers. We've seen the Patriots get turnovers, force 3 of them against the Buffalo Bills. So that's another way to keep Josh Allen off of them. You're going to have to pressure him at some point. You're going to have to rattle that cage. But also you think about what the Patriots did. They also played mostly their snaps was mostly man. You can do that if AJ Terrell is there. I would be more nervous for more so man coverage if AJ's not there. So to your point, Eb, I think Josh Allen would prefer for AJ not to be there because we can do more things dynamically. When AJ is there, you can just say, hey, AJ, you do that, shut that off. We already got guys like Billy Bowman and Xavier Watts flying around, Jesse Bates, the veteran. And we're number 1 in pass defense right now. So you got the number 1 and 2 pass defenses going at one another. It's who's going to be able to execute and have those timely plays. The Falcons are going to have to make sure they're one of those teams and controlling time of possession in this game as well.
Right. Absolutely. And that's one of my major keys to victory because when you talk about controlling the clock, you talk about keeping Josh Allen off the field. You keep him off the field by running the football, that sets up the play action, and we need to start focusing on that. We need to start focusing on no huddle, fast tempos, because if we do that, man, I feel like we keep them all balanced. And y'all got to remember too, and we'll get to it. But all of it is a key reason why they're so bad on defense.
But another thing though, just about the run defense, I know right now we only give up about 109, 110 yards per game. And I feel like if you do take James Cook out of the equation, completely, you're starting to make Josh Allen one-dimensional, starting to kind of make him throw. I really do believe Josh Allen will give you a pick or two. And my thing is we have ball hawks. So I think if we can still be able to generate that pressure, of course, I'm not talking about the almost. We got to put hands on Josh Allen too. We're going to have to let him – he got to feel our defensive line. Because that's the only way he's going to respect it. If he doesn't respect it, he's going to run all over us all day. He's going to stand in the pocket no matter if we're generating it or not. He's going to stand there and then try to make the correct throws. And we got to be able to keep that guy rattled and moving, I believe. I know he throws good on the run, but I don't want him being stationary, though.
I'm gonna add to what you're saying right quick. One thing I want y'all to look out for, and I've been noticing, is something he's been doing. One thing about Josh, he loves his tight end. Dalton Kincaid and Knox, those two guys with Josh Allen, they can control the middle of the field. And this is how they get their run game going. If I talked about Jalen Walker and Divine Diablo, spine. This is why you will probably see 3 safeties in this game. We talked about DeMarco Hellum. Then you look at Xavier Watts, but you also got to factor in Billy Bowman as well. You got to have somebody at all times to find out where those tight ends are all the time because this is a 2 tight end set type team. They build their offense around that. So when you talk about Josh Allen being able to move with his legs and those 2 tight ends, you factor those in, that's controlling in the middle of the field. And if they can do that, they control the game. So you've got to have your guys and your defense ready for those tight ends as well, and they're going to be key. And if you go back and look at their numbers over the last 2 years, those tight ends have been very vital to Josh Allen when we talk about receivers. Because guess what? Keon Coleman, he's in his second year, so he's just really just getting into the fold. But those two tight ends with Josh Allen have been their receiving presence the last 2 years before Keon Coleman came along. So just watch out for those Buffalo tight ends because they're going to be key.
Then they like to use Shakur as well too sometimes.
In the slot.
Absolutely. They love to use him in situations, and he makes
big. Absolutely.
I give him that. But okay. One thing that stands out for me as far as like that Falcons defense as well too. If we have guys like JPJ that can try to generate that pressure, Brandon Dorless, Ruka Roro, if there's any time for these young guys to step up, it definitely I'll say. Let me not say step up, but if them to really just show up in a prime time situation, this would be the time. Like I really want to see those guys do well. Guys like Zach Harrison, a guy who I'm so high on, so happy that he is doing so well. But also, man, like I think people are sleeping on how good Jalen Walker has been playing as well. And I believe in this game.
Well, you already know why that is, Chris. No, they always thinking about sacks. They don't look at
like
the
he's
total
been
impact.
given a grade of a C, and that's just crazy because the thing that he's doing, he's so disciplined on defense. I think people are not noticing that enough, how disciplined he's been on defense. And I believe Josh Allen is going to try to bait this guy, and I think he has the wherewithal and just the instinct as a football player to just not go for what he's trying to and still close out on the offensive player. Like I've seen him do it. So it's just like Jalen Walker, I believe he's going to show up in this game as well. I believe you may have him as a spy, maybe him as Diablo, but I'm more so looking at Jalen Walker because he's the complete football player that we drafted. That's why it was such craziness in that war room on draft night, because it's like we want JPJ, but come on, Jalen Walker, who's going to be asked to do more anyway as a complete football player on this defense. He was sitting right there. We had to take him. And I think this is another game to where he could shine, guys. What you guys think?
He's already been shining. I've been having arguments, and I think you probably heard them arguments, but I've been having arguments is that he will move into the Caden Ellis's role later on. He does better, in my opinion, as a middle linebacker, and people keep thinking because they put him as an edge, which they want him to learn the edge position, but the thing is his natural skill and ability, especially when he was playing at Georgia, if you really watch Georgia game, he's just all-around linebacker. He can do it all, but he was never like that one that we counted on to give that pass rush at Georgia. When he was able to get that pass rush, as we have seen, he can definitely get to the quarterback. I've always said, as long as I can get some pressures and some hits from him to disturb the quarterback, I am fine with how he looks, because that's all I need you to do. I don't need you to be a JPJ who's a pure edge that is going to make sure that he's always hitting and, hitting the quarterback and getting to the quarterback. That's him in Leonard Ford's position. I just need Jalen to scare somebody, move him into your fellow edge rushers and let them get that sack. That's all I need you to do. Move them there. You did your job. But see, a lot of people want him to do more. And I think that will be the key. I like Diablo. I just don't know if Diablo would be that athlete that I need for Josh.
Oh, he you got to remember he's a former safety, so he's definitely
no. I know he is, but I'm just saying as far as compared to a fresher, younger legs, because we only bring Jalen in on what?
Well, Diablo is only 25, 26. He's still young.
In regular years, in football years, it's kind of old. In regular years, yes.
Shatoya, she makes a great point too with Albright coming over from the Jets. He's kind of familiar with Josh Allen, so he knows how to game plan for him, and that's a great point. But
face them 2 times a year, so what? Yeah,
right. You talked about Jalen, and that's exactly what I was saying. With those two tight ends, it's just going to be who you have on the field at different times.
They're gonna pick on Billy. I hate to say it.
I feel like Ebiketie is probably going to get more snaps in this game as edge rusher, because as I've been saying with Jalen Walker and Caden Ellis, I feel like they'll play more in the middle with Diablo, and you can see a lot of 4-3 sets this game with 3 linebackers. Yeah. Because of that double tight end presence. But
bro, where has Arnold been?
That you read my mind. That's what I was just about to go. I was gonna say, but it just what can he do this game to to change my perspective of how he's been playing? Because don't get me wrong, James Pearson's been all we expected him to be. Ebiketie and I would like to see D'Angelo Malone this game. I would just like to see them switch it up with those edge rush. They rotate them in and out pretty regular, but I would like to see more speed this game. Why? Because of athletic quarterback, because of
you need the speed,
agile running back. What can we do to
couple scat receivers?
Yeah, I mean it's hard to game plan for them, but at the same time, if you focus on what they do best, I think the Falcons defense will be fine.
You're right. No, I'm with y'all, man. I think our defense is going to especially if we can get AJ back. Like that'll be so huge because that'll be just a whole different defensive game plan we can throw out. Like a healthy AJ. Like I don't want to throw him out there. He only 70%.
Thank you. Yeah, somebody said it that they're not going to throw around Bates. They're going to pick on Billy or Watts.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like Billy is
and that's what I said. I can see that. But my thing is too, though. We have seen Billy Bowman step up in big moments. We've seen Billy Bowman get picked on, and step up, have an give up a couple of plays, but come back and have an interception. We see him get break up pass defenses, all that thing. So I
trust him.
Yeah, I do.
I trust him, but at the end of the day, I have to still remember he has an R by his name.
Yeah, for sure.
He's going to make mistakes, and I'm not going to get mad at him because you have done better than a lot of rookies playing this position and literally being thrown out there as a starter, whereas probably on other teams, he would not be a starter, probably second or third string on the team. But at the same token, though, it's like this is one of those games that I need you to pull your big boy pants on, drop that R, and become a vet. And this is what I need all of them to do is become vets, seasoned vets, because again, this game can start off very slow, but then it can pick back up, and before we blink, we're down 3-4 scores. And my problem is, I know we're talking about the defense. I'm going to switch to the offense a little bit. Is can Penix really see the field? Can he see can he call out that, hey, they're finna blitz? Can he figure out how to change up these plays at the line, which I know he's still learning, but this is one of those that they know that you still kind of have a mini little R by your name too, and they seen your games. They seen it. They know your weakness. All I need him to do is see the field. Can you see and don't miss wide open people? Exactly. Right. Because I don't need you making mistakes to where now we got to put more pressure onto the defense because I don't want no pressure on my defense. Right. I got too many R's on my defense right now in important positions. Got too many R's on my important positions right now. So I just need them to woosah, breathe, and play like this. That's all I need them to do.
All right, Chris, speak on that offensive performance from last week. That's what we get now. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Offensive performance, from last week. Well, shoot, I mean, you already know we had to bounce back against the Commanders team that was missing Jaden Daniels. I understand, but I was happy that the Falcons were able to take care of business and put up points after laying that egg with Carolina, but put up points, against a playoff caliber team and get that bounce back win. Because normally we see guys, their backup quarterbacks can come in and still beat the Falcons. I'm glad that at least that narrative was quieted down for at least a week. And coming into this game, now you have the measuring stick, the true measuring stick right here. And can you come in, can you allow the Bills to come into your home territory, but you defend it? That is what it's really coming down to. And on offense, but Michael Penix, we need to see more of what we saw against the Commanders and not what we saw against the Panthers. Like, he was drafted because he was labeled as an elite processor, also with that strong arm, so being able to get it downfield. all play action, etc. So we just need to make sure that we're executing. I think Zach Robinson, this is right now also a measuring stick for Zach Robinson as well, going against a Buffalo Bills defense that is number 2, like I said, right behind the Atlanta Falcons. We were 1 and 2 anyway as far as pass defense goes. But this is an opportunity for Zach Robinson to have a masterful game with Bijan Robinson and Tyler Algier running it down the throats of the Buffalo Bills, because last night was the first time that they had a game to where they held guys under 100 yards rushing. But guess what? They still gave up multiple touchdowns and on the ground. And they still gave up 10 catches and over 150, 60 yards to one guy. Yep, so this defense can be had. And I think we have better skill players, respectfully, than the Patriots. I think we have a better quarterback, respectfully, than the Patriots. So, and I think we can get, and we definitely have a better run game than the Patriots. I'm not even going to be respectful on that. But I'm telling you guys, at the end of the day, I think we can run it down these guys' throat. They give up 145 yards on the ground. The Falcons last year averaged over 130, and we're on pace to eclipse that right now.
Yeah,
you mean to tell me that when the Aints played Buffalo in Buffalo and was close that entire game, you mean to tell me that we're not skillful enough to replicate that? If we can, the coaching staff, Raheem, Jeff Obrecht, and Zach Robinson all be a cohesive unit to lead us to victory in our own hometown. That's what we got to really boil down to. Not just the players, but the coaching as well. We all got to be on one accord. Like what the old drum line said, one band, one sound. We have to be on it.
And last week's performance, man, before we get into the offense versus the Bills defense, one thing that I did like I saw last week, even though Tyler Algier didn't have a bunch of yards, he wore down their defense. And that's what you're going to have to do against Buffalo. This offense showed me last week, despite that interception he thrown, because that was a mechanical mistake. Let's keep that real. If he floats the ball just a little bit over that man's head, that's a completion. But I'm going to keep it on the run game. I just feel like Tyler Algier, this has to be his coming out game. And there's nothing against Bijan Robinson. I know that y'all saying that they're going to run him in the ground. He's a workhorse back. I mean, they're not really like that anymore. But when you talk about guys like Saquon Barkley and Bijan Robinson, you just got to get the football in their hands. But this game, I feel like you're going to have to smack Buffalo in the mouth, and you got to hit him in the mouth early. And Tyler Algier can do that. So last week's performance, with the way they ran the football, 125, 126 yards last week between them, they got to make that the focal point again this week. So that is my take on last week's offensive performance. But let's switch it over, man. Falcons offense against Bills defense. What's going to be key? We know run game, but
we're definitely the run game, but also our receivers got to move the ball. We got to move the ball downfield too.
I'm not going to say our receivers. The key to it is going to be, how can you get Kyle Pitts open and get him the ball? Because if you really watch, Diggs really did majority of the work by himself, to be honest with you, on there. Yeah. If you can get Kyle Pitts working, and let's be real, let's take it down to simple math. Number one, you don't want to sit over here and have to tackle somebody that's 6'6". What, Kyle Pitts about 230? You don't want to tackle that. Then turn around, have to tackle 255. Yeah. There you go. Tackle what Bijan at probably about 232 himself, and then Tyler Algier, who's a bruiser, tackling him around. You don't want to have to keep tackling these people. We always said we had an offense that says pick your poison. Okay, we know Drake is going to do what Drake is. The only question marks that I have is what Mooney and Ray are going to be able to do. But I'm not going to worry about them if I got my run game going on, if Drake's doing what he needs to do, and if Kyle Pitts is doing what he needs to do. I won't have to worry about Ray nor Mooney, and just use them if we have to. But other than that, run the ball, get Kyle Pitts the ball, and let Drake be Drake. That's all you need to do.
Yeah, you definitely got to pick up off those. You definitely got to pick up those performances last week. Drake 8 catches, 110 yards. Kyle 5 catches, 70 yards. both of them best games of the season. So you definitely got to pick up off of that. Go ahead, Chris.
My thing is too, like, even though Diggs did all the work, just that point right there, we have multiple guys like Drake and Kyle Pitts that you can get the ball to. Both guys, you can have that same repeat performance, whether no matter who has the 10 catches or whatever. But that's, just think about it. That's still 15 catches between two pass catchers. You know, you can take advantage of the Buffalo Bills, and nobody wants to go across the middle with Kyle Pitts. Nobody's big enough to stop him in their secondary. So he's always the ultimate mismatch every week, week after week. You got to keep him involved. I feel like he's been our most consistent receiver out of everybody. So you just got to keep getting him the ball. So I do agree with Kyle Pitts fully, 1,000%. But also let Drake be Drake too, man. This is a time for him to really – this is kind of like a money game for Drake as well. Think about this. Yeah. Really for both players. This is a money game for both players, Drake and Kyle Pitts, but probably Kyle Pitts especially because I know he's up at the end of the year.
Absolutely. This is where I'm gonna go with it, man. I absolutely agree with 4-4. And I talked about Reverend McLeod a little bit earlier this week, man. I just think Reverend McLeod, it's just time, man. I mean, if you got to do a quick sweep or a screen pass, get the football in his hands. Because as I seen the Buffalo defense last week, they struggle with speed. Stephon Diggs is not the fastest, but he knows his way around the football field. When you talk about Ramondre Stevenson, not fast, knows the way around the football, he's physical. So Reverend McLeod, just like we talk about Kyle Pitts attacking the middle of the field, find a way to get him the ball in open space, just like Bijan. But one thing about Reverend McLeod, he's a special teams player. He's much better in space than Bijan vision-wise, because he can see a hole before it opens because of his return skills. So find a way to utilize that against a older Buffalo secondary, because y'all got to remember they got Tre'Davious White back there. He hasn't been Tre'Davious White in probably about 5 years, and they have him started. Now the number 47, I can't think of his name right now. He's their top corner right now, and I feel like Drake can take advantage of that with his height. But outside of those, the 1 and 2 cornerbacks, they struggle because guess what? They lost both of their safeties the last couple of years, so safety has been a concern for them. So this is why I feel like Kyle Pitts is going to be the key to this game, and Ray McLeod, you have to find a way to utilize his skill set by getting him in space.
I'm ready to talk about
I definitely agree with that.
I'm ready to talk about the elephant in the room.
Talk about it there.
One of the most important things this game is field position. We have been so bad on special teams, and it's so crazy because this team has been constructed for special teams to be its strength, and it has been its biggest weakness overall. We are, as far as our field position starting, we have one of the bottom of the league, like 28th, and as far as opposing teams, they have some of the best positioning against the Atlanta Falcons, and that just has to stop.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like that's what's wearing down.
Let's be real here. We really don't have a kick or punt returner. We've been switching every game. If you notice, we've been switching. I know Agnew has been hurt, but we've been switching. We even put Ray back there. I think Mike Ford was back there.
Yep. Keep going.
It's been plenty. I think Carter was back there. They put Brooks back there. So we haven't had consistency. Now I know some people say let's blame the special teams coach. I'm going to say we don't draft for special teams. We don't. Your special team ace, really, to be honest, that's really like your thumper, was hurt. Kadar Hodge. And the only reason why Kadar Hodge got hurt is because he's been trying to play wide receiver because other wide receivers are hurt. So special teams took a major hit, but that's been like that for years. If you really think about it, the last time we had good special team is when Cordell Patterson was back there. So
absolutely,
I'm looking at it right now that yes, we don't need to make that a focal point, but we do need to find true special team guys. We can't just keep plugging and playing when it's not getting us anywhere. You got guys who just are good, but they're not great. Okay. And everybody knows it's phases. You got your special teams, your offense, your defense, and your kicking team. Okay. Absolutely. We fixed the kicking problem. Now it's time to focus on how can we fix this special teams problem, which it might not be.
And that's the problem, because And that's the problem, though, because you can play what you on the roster that you play right now. That's the only thing you can control currently during this season. So the guys
that's why I said we can't do anything until next year. You got to just keep plugging and playing. But folks got to realize we never really draft for special teams. It's kind of hard to find special team guys in this day and age because everybody wants to see the field. People don't understand. Sometimes you got to work your way up to do that, to see the field. But again, when you're playing a special team, you got to make sure you have that good punt returner, good kick returner. Now, if we was in the old era of kickoff returns, when we do it, I promise you, we will probably be fine right now. But with this new era of kickoffs, we're not fine right now. The people can't see the holes. You can't figure out where to go. You're catching the dang ball in the 10. You let it go over your head, bro. Just let it go over your head. Stop trying to be a hero.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Yeah.
Stop. Look, I already got on Zachariah Branch about that. It was like, dude, do you not know where you was at on the field? Stop doing that. That's just putting us in bad positions when you're catching the ball right there, and then you don't have the speed. The holes now have collapsed. What are we doing?
Yep.
What are we doing?
You making a great point with that, because boy,
it'd be old, man. It's over. That's why I said that special team, but it's been hurting us though. Every game, no matter where
the problem is it's going to keep hurting us. They got to now. That's something that they have to sit over here and figure out. It's about this new one is definitely about speed, but it's more so about vision, what you can see. They ain't no more Devin Hesters in the league, okay? We ain't got to do that more slippery slope.
Patterson chilling.
Be able to see. You got to be a specialist to understand. And like I said, with this new format, they're not even running this in college. They're not even doing that. So when you're getting these kids, you expect them to sit over here and figure out how to have vision when they're used to seeing blockers in front of them opening up the way.
Right.
We ain't got nobody that can block.
We just piecing the guys together.
True.
That's all we've been doing. And you think about it, another reason why we've been doing that too is because we've been piecing together the roster because, got a $180 million quarterback. But that prevents you to go get certain guys that could be better.
You know what? And I'm mad at the Bengals. Y'all could have took that man off our goddamn man. Ooh.
They didn't want to pay. They didn't want to pay us.
Nah, he got that no trade clause. They didn't even want to mess with it.
I understand that.
Yeah, that's true.
Because he gonna want to go somewhere where he's in a good. He gonna want to go somewhere with a situation. They probably wouldn't mind taking the money, but he wants to go somewhere where he's in a good situation. So,
and the Bengals are a cheap organization historically, anyway. So, they already don't pay T and they don't pay Jamar. You think they trying to take on that contract? But then they absolutely not. So,
I just think I think the Bengals would have been a great spot for Kirk because with those two receivers and Mike Gesicki at tight end, then you got a running back like Chase Brown, who's a dual threat guy. They formed the ball with that. But hey, it is what it is. I mean, the Ravens, if they want to, they can call. But
they not.
Willie, man, thank you for the donation, man. Truly appreciate it. He said, since Bijan has picked up usage in the passing game, why not do a 50-50 rushing split with Tyler? Great stream, great content. Appreciate you, my guy. He's absolutely right, man. Just what we saying, man.
Give me a 2-back set, man. Kick Bijan out there to the flat, man. Let him be like, hey, I'm ready to catch something. I'm just saying you can do so much with these two guys because both of them are great. You just like we're really got a gift, and I just don't think that we use it enough to win games. But hopefully that'll work different moving forward.
Absolutely. Sean, thank you for the donation, my brother. So he just showing love, man. No thanks needed. It's always be love, man. You and Chris. Appreciate you, my guy. But yeah, man. Special team, it sucks. You guys, one thing about it, man, and I talked about this. You talk about, we need to draft those type guys. We did actually both with the safety that we drafted, defensive backs, if you want to call them. Billy Bowman and Xavier Watts. The only reason why they haven't been on as much special teams because they'll get more snaps on the defense. Now, if they were full-time special team guys, I feel like this special team would be much better as far as covering kicks. But returning kicks, when you got Mike Hughes, who else y'all said who was back there returning kicks? When you just got anybody,
you can't put Mike Hughes back there because he's cornerback. You ain't got no other cornerback to be sitting over there back there, so you can't put him over there. So that's why they put Brooks over there.
Yeah,
Right.
so you got to go out and find somebody that's pretty much an all pro at special teams. And I feel like at the trade deadline they might do it. Because there are guys out there and there are teams that probably won't win a game till week 7 or week 8. So you'll be looking at a lot more movement, just like today. It was 2 trades.
About trading for y'all. This is ridiculous. Trading for a special teamer.
I mean, but hey,
bro,
it happens.
Now look, all you need is that good. All you need is somebody that got some speed and who got some vision. Give me a good wide receiver that just can't catch the ball when it's thrown to him. If he can catch the ball when it's kicked, that's all that matters. Now,
he better be practiced on those knuckleballs. You know, we had trouble.
There you go. Look, that's all you need him to do because he can't catch when the ball thrown to him. So maybe when it's kicked, he probably work a little bit better. So let's just try it that way.
We'll see. Hey, man, real quick though, these Bills defense, like we know they're gonna pressure Michael Penix too, man. And going back to what Ed was going back to the very beginning, what Ed was talking about the decision making. I believe Penix is going to be forced into some tight windows and decision making. It's just that elite processor. We're hoping that it's going to continue to show up and definitely show up big in this game. Like he was one of the best play action quarterbacks. I still believe we're going to continue to run that pistol. I want to see more play action, but I just feel like they just want to keep him being able to have everything in front of him. And of course, Zach Robinson is playing analytics because defensive coaches have told him that, the pistol is the hardest thing to defend. So he's playing the analytical game on that as well. I don't believe that we trust the offensive line as much, even though the offensive line has been good to a degree. You haven't heard Eli's name, Elijah Wilkinson. You haven't really heard him like that. And they've been getting more of a cohesive unit, y'all. But I just feel like overall, we're gonna have to still be able to get the ball out fast.
Right.
That defense, they're kind of similar to us as far as like how they like to rotate the defensive linemen in and out. So they're going to keep guys fresh coming after Michael Penix as well. We just got to make sure that we're getting the ball out. He's making the best decisions. I believe if we can do that and run the ball against these guys that can barely run the ball. And Millie Mill, I did see your point. I understand what you were saying about they'll be ready for Bijan. But you think about it, Alvin Kamara is no slouch. It's just he's on the ain'ts. So, I mean, I feel like regardless,
and he's declining too. That ain't the same Alvin Kamara.
Yes, but
that's why you hurry up. That's why you signed that deal last year.
Yeah,
why you hurry up and sign.
Where else was he gonna get it? Where else was he gonna get it? But anyway, that's neither here or there. But I feel like regardless, Bijan is still the better back. We still have, and they don't have a Tyler Algier. We do. So I believe that's 2 guys that you can throw at these guys, wear them down. You have the ability to do it. They don't just give up 145 just because. You got to attack that and exploit that because you have the run game for that. X factors.
Before we get into that, ATL Dirty Bird got a question. I absolutely have to answer this one because he said, do you think the Falcon window has closed for a playoff berth? Because the Buccaneers seem to have caught their stride with their quarterback and their weapons now. And he makes a great point because me and Chris talked about this the other day, man. And I know as Falcon fans, we don't want to hear it, but I'm going to just tell y'all, man, Tampa Bay is a Super Bowl caliber team. And y'all might say, well,
I went to SD.
But we got to catch them, but Tampa Bay has a Super Bowl caliber team. When Mike Evans is 100% healthy, Chris Godwin is 100% healthy, then you see what Ibuka doing 165 yards last week as a rookie receiver. Baker Mayfield, I bet the Cleveland Browns, the LA Rams, the Carolina Panthers, I bet all of them kicking themselves. Look at what they doing. Well, not the Rams, but the Carolina Panthers. Look at how they struggling. Cleveland Browns struggling. So, I mean, I get what you're saying, ATL Birds, but I don't feel like the Falcons window have closed for the NFC South or playoff spot. I feel like if they can start off 6-3 or 7-4, we have a great shot because just like last year, we have some winnable games down the stretch on the back end of the schedule. So we get through the rough part of the schedule through the Bills, the 49ers, the Colts. Yes, I said the Colts. And all of these teams in the middle of the schedule, I feel like the back end, we have some very winnable games. So I don't think the window is closed. I just feel like the Falcons just got to go out and execute and win football games. Just that simple.
I'm going to say this about the Bucs. Yes, they have a good football team. And I'm going to say I went to SD. But what I will say is this: their window is closing because Mike Evans ain't getting much younger. He seemed like almost every year that same little hamstring injury is causing him discomfort.
Hammy.
Baker is not. He's a wizard, but at the same token, even though he's a wizard, he still is beatable. The problem is that we had kicker problems and kicker issues. Other than that, we would have legitimately been able to win that first game. Because as you can see, it takes a wing, a prayer, and another prayer for the Bucs to win. They're not winning outright. They're not devouring opponents like they were when they had Tom Brady. So I'm not gonna sit over here and say that the Bucs are going to, let me just take this back. I'm not going to say that we lost our playoff window. It's just people got to understand that we had to get the right pieces in here, and we had to make sure that we got the right coach in here. We can't keep playing the coaching carousel every year. We can't keep sitting over here trying to figure out what it is, what it ain't. We can't do that. Is we got to move. We got our QB. We've been complaining about our QB. We finally got our QB. We got our weapons. Yes. Do we need one more wide receiver? Yes, we do. We do need an extra wide receiver. We got our running back. We got our offensive line. We know one is aging out. We got to go find us another left tackle. We know that. But we're getting younger, especially on defense. You got your people. The only thing we need to do is execute.
Absolutely.
Execution is our biggest problem. It's always been our biggest problem. Well, even going back to the Matt Ryan era, we always had two things that never matched. We had an offense, no defense. We had a defense, no offense. I don't want to bring people with PTSD.
Yeah,
I know y'all remember when we had Levine Tololo literally on the offensive line because we did not have any more offensive linemen. Yeah. Our depth was always ran out of them. Our depth sucked. Our depth still ain't good.
Boy, let's be real. Falcon fan, boy.
So again, I don't think our window has ever closed. I just think that we needed to
just got to win football games.
There you go. Had to win football games, and we needed a restart. That's it.
Yeah, absolutely. Chris, go on put your 2 cents in. I know you want to.
Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all smacked that out the park. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, for once, I ain't got nothing to do. So we can move on to X Factor.
You ain't got nothing to say. Let me look out for that lightning, man. It might
what lightning bolt? Hey, man, I'm telling y'all knocked that one out seriously because I just don't feel like our window is closed at all. I feel like honestly our window is honestly opening. So y'all two honestly salute to both of y'all.
There you go. The Bucs luck is gonna run out. The Bucs luck is gonna run out.
They lucked up last week. Yeah, they lucked up last week.
Very lucked up.
You know what I'm saying? That was crazy to be able to win that.
Exactly. Like again, literally.
Football hit the man in the helmet, went right into his man's hand. So yeah, that was luck.
But honestly, I know why Smitty, why you feel like that, and I know why I feel like that as well. You know, it'd be like little plays like that you have throughout the season, though. They kind of like catapult you in the right direction. So it's just like, I think really we're just playing off of history. We're hoping it doesn't happen for the Bucs at all. But hey, man, you just got to give you was able to win some games. Let's see if you can sustain this. I don't think you can, but we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see. X Factors, y'all.
Let's get into your X Factor. Ed, we're gonna start out with you, man. I know you got an X Factor for us. Yeah, ladies first, man. X Factor, throw it on out there.
Raheem.
Like it.
That's my X Factor, Raheem.
Give me a reason why you just can't give the one name.
I need Raheem to be on his P's and Q's. I need him to be over there making sure Jeff is doing what he's supposed to do. I need him to make sure Zach doing what he's supposed to do, making sure your quarterback doing what he's supposed to do, making sure that defense is doing what they're supposed to do, special teams, your kicker, you the head coach, bro, man. This is your time to shine. At this point, everybody wants your head for your job, okay? What that girl said, you about to lose your job. Because that's what everybody wants that to happen. So I need you to be on your P's and Q's and do what you need to do as a head coach. That's going to be my X Factor. Because
I love it.
Execution wise, coaching wise, clock management wise, everything is getting the players prepared and all of that. That all's gonna fall on the head coach.
Absolutely.
All gonna fall on him. So if they come out looking lackluster, looking prepared, I promise you, we're gonna be sitting back over here and everybody gonna say, well, why Rod didn't do this? Well, why Rod didn't do that? Well, Zach Robinson and everybody gonna blame the coaching. So that's my thing. He the head coach. He the head honcho. It's on you, bro, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. No,
we asked for it, so she gave it to us.
Is that all you got for us? Just sticking with the head coach?
Sticking with my thing about it is if I know my players, and they better not let me down because I fight. Okay, I fight. But if I know my players, I know Kyle Pitts gonna do what he's supposed to do. Drake had one little off game, but he's back now. We got AJ Terrell back there. I love me some Billy Bowman. Shout out to OU because they gonna whoop Texas this weekend. You got Xavier Watts back there. You got Bates. You got Jalen Walker. You got JPJ. You got this whole defense right now. Okay, whole defense that can shut this bad boy down. I just need Michael Penix to see the field. I need him to do what he got to do. But it still fall back on Rob.
Hey, you
fall back on Rob.
You seen that request, didn't you? You seen that request, didn't you? You seen that request? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, she's absolutely right. And it started
we diverse things at any time, man. Over here, man. We don't gatekeep over here.
Hey,
Chris, don't throw out the X factor, man.
X factor for me, I ain't gonna lie to you. I will start with Mr. Zachary Robinson. For me, sir, you've been on the field. Okay, you got you a taste of that. That's nice. That's cute. I need a repeat performance, and honestly, I need your best of your best, sir. I need you to come out here and make sure Michael Penix is getting the right plays. Just do your job on the offensive end. Make sure you're calling the right plays. Make sure you're setting up the guys like Michael Penix and Bijan Robinson to do what they do. Drake London, keeping Kyle Pitts involved, all around. We just got to make sure that when we get in the red zone, we're punching it in for 6 because our red zone efficiency still has been toward the bottom of the league, 26th, if I believe. So Zach Robinson, that part, even though it is going to ultimately come back to Raheem, just like Eb said, that part just in the red zone efficiency, being able to call the right plays and punch it in the end zone, that solely falls on you, my friend. So
absolutely
get us in the end zone, man. So we have to do that. We have to be better in there. And just think about it. We're playing the Buffalo Bills. We need points. So 6 is always going to be better than 3 or nothing. You just got to be better in the red zone.
Yeah,
got to be better in the red zone. And other than that, I would definitely say X factor with me, if he's healthy, would definitely be AJ Terrell. Just returning in a big game situation. I know you're a cornerback 1, but you're still returning in a big game. If he is playing, AJ Terrell is going to be big and key because if he's healthy, you can basically scheme a whole different type of game than what it would be if he's not. So if you can get AJ Terrell back, it would be absolutely huge. So he would be an absolute X factor for me if healthy.
Let's get it, Jay. So he had to agree with you, Ed. He said Mike Evans is one person. They have an emerging rookie wide receiver who's going to get better. Baker has totally resurrected his career, and he in his prime. He just being real with it.
I'm gonna just say this. Yes, Baker has resurrected his career in the NFL. Let's be totally honest. If you really watch Baker Mayfield at Oklahoma, what has he done different? What has he really done different? From Oklahoma to now, the Browns.
Where you going?
He's always been a gunslinger. Yeah. And the thing about it is, stop talking stuff to him. That's what gets him going. When you start talking stuff to him, stop doing that. Don't challenge that man. Okay, number one.
But he definitely try to poke the bear as well.
Yeah, he always do. He's this. He runs his mouth so much. Y'all got to remember, this is the same man that planted the OU flag in the middle of Ohio State after they won. Okay, so let's be for real. What has Baker done different? He went to a team that we all know do not know how to treat quarterbacks. Really do not. not know how to treat quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Let us know who is they best, greatest quarterback coming out of there. He went down to Tampa, and the Tampa knew what to do with his skill set, and he came to a division that, let's be real, when has the NFC South really been on its toes where everybody was competitive?
It's been, boy, probably before we've been born.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, when it's really all said and done, and we're really looking at the situation, what has Baker really done? Mike Evans has been there. Okay, they just got Mbuka. You had Godwin, but Godwin stays hurt. Chris stays hurt. No, I say Chris. I'm thinking about you, Chris. I'm looking at you. But Mike Evans stay hurt.
Hey, I don't stay hurt. I don't stay hurt.
But no, Mike Evans stays hurt. So what are we really looking at? You know,
y'all left out one key thing. Y'all left out one key thing that he's never had. Well, he had it in Cleveland, but that's Cleveland.
What a run game.
Bucket Irvin is his biggest weapon, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly.
He really is, man. Bucky different. I give it to him.
Because but think about it. When you really look at the Bucs, you have to scheme for everybody. You can't just pick and choose who you want to scheme for. They got a good offensive line. They got a good defense. So, like, this is not, again, we got to realize this was the same team that was whooping our ass with Tom Brady. Most of them players, nobody really hasn't changed. Besides Gronk. Nobody really hasn't changed.
And to K. Iron's offense, he's one of the better young tight ends in the league. So,
but they keep him in there to block mostly because, they got trouble on that offense.
You don't need him
that
right
offensive line suspect.
Well, I mean, now the offensive line, but hey, at the end of the day,
past years, they've been strong the past years. Yeah, you think about it.
That's what I'm saying. So when we sit over here and think about it, we have to realize we are still getting the leftovers of what was left over from Tom Brady, to be honest with you. That's just what it is. Again, we don't know how much longer Mike Evans got in this league. We really don't. We don't know how much longer we got. Chris Godwin stays hurt. We don't even know how much longer he got. All we know is Baker's still there. You got Bucky Irvin, and now you got Mbuka. That's it. And it's looking like the same repeat of when we had the Saints. Don't forget the Saints went 7-9 3 years in a row.
Yep.
They luck ran out.
Yeah, and Chef made a great point, man. Brady came to a weak division. But at the same time, when you can control things like that as a quarterback,
and the Bucs were more ready than anybody else was in the division too, as far as like to take that next step. Only thing they were missing was a quarterback. You think about it, and Baker wasn't available then; he was still on his tour. So
he knew that.
It's like, hey, he came to where he thought he could get it done, and it did. It happened, man.
And the reason why, and I'm gonna just be real with y'all, the reason why I say I think they're a Super Bowl team is because I just feel like they're just a complete team at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But let me tell you my X factor right quick. Offense, I'm sticking with Tyler Algier. I feel like with the way the Buffalo Bills are set up against the run, and they're bad against the run, you hit them in the mouth early, hit them fast, and Tyler Algier is the key to doing that. And we know Bijan is the all-star on the team, but sometimes you got to let the other guys eat and let people know that they on the team too. And I feel like he's going to have that fire in him if he comes out running Algier early. I feel like he can smack them in the mouth, set everything up for the rest of the game. So Tyler Algier, if he can get 80 to 95 yards this game, I feel like it's an automatic win because I know he'll have run the ball 15 to 20 times that game. So if he runs 20 times this game, wears down his defense, I feel like that's the biggest key for the Falcons to win. And I feel like he's the biggest X factor on offense. But when it comes to defense, I got to go back to Jalen Walker because I said it already. Jalen has got to be that guy that spy Josh Allen. He's got to be that guy that set the edge, force James Cook to the outside. He's got to stop these shoot the run gaps. He's got to do all of that. He's a Swiss Army knife, and I feel like Jalen Walker at linebacker is going to be key for the Falcons, the biggest X factor on defense because of what he does so well, and that's get after the football. He flies all over the field. So you can see him covering James Cook. You can see him setting the edge against Josh Allen. You can see him getting after Josh Allen. So off-ball linebacker like that, man, he's just dangerous. And I feel like those two players are my X factor for the Atlanta Falcons get the Buffalo Bills.
Hey, real quick, y'all.
Go ahead.
You don't think that one reason why Jalen was brought to this team was because they looked at our schedule this year? Man, we got a lot of mobile guys. Let's go get a guy that can possibly guard some of that. Let's go get Jalen.
No, I think it's because the league is actually changing with more mobile guys. You need more agility on their defense.
Absolutely.
You can't just have those slow, slew-footed linebackers anymore. They got to be able
Wait
to
a minute. You don't like the slow foot?
Yeah, I said slew foot. I sure did. That look, I'm showing my age. I'm showing my age.
she called out the slow foot.
She's absolutely correct, because how many linebackers can you sit up and say that can cover period? Because
ain't got that many.
Since Deion Jones left, who has been the coverage linebacker for the Atlanta Falcons?
Me and you.
Somebody that's on injured reserve right now, and we probably won't see him at all this season.
Exactly.
Man, bro,
we probably can cover better because we talking shit. But we ain't have no linebacker that can cover.
No, we
just be honest.
That's been our weakest position.
I play safety. They call me Little Earl Thomas. I play safety.
And the crazy thing is, as I told y'all,
cornerback position. I want to play cornerback. Yeah.
As I told y'all, when they gave the wrong person the money more than one time, and one of those person was 4-year Olawokun, they should have gave him the money over Deion Jones, and I said that. But that's neither here nor there. But hopefully they got it right now with Diablo. If he keeps playing, like he's playing, I can see a multi-year deal here. But I feel like it's going to be a bid. It's going to be a bidding war. Yeah,
don't say that Nate Lamb name too loud, because some people see him what he's doing and asking why we let him go.
He's a rush
cover. We knew that Nate wasn't nothing but a thumper. That's it.
Man, he couldn't cover a plate. He couldn't cover a plate in the microwave.
It was over with.
Some fans are upset. We let him go. So I'm just saying, it's two sides of our fan base, but I ain't gonna say what the other ones is.
But wait, all I'm asking is, did we watch the same games? Like, I love Nate Lamb, but did we watch the same games? Is all I'm asking.
Yeah, he got burnt more than a little bit.
Now I will give credit.
The fan base about
Lake didn't put nobody in no good positions. I will at least give a little bit of credit for that. But at the end of the day, you think about it with Dean Pease. He was here with Dean Pease too, right?
Right.
Yeah.
No, Ryan Nielsen. But you think about it with that, he couldn't cover with that either.
Yeah. He just a run stopper. He just that simple. He did get an interception, but at the same time, that he lucked up on that. Let's keep it real. He put him out in the zone. When he dropped back, he found the football.
Hit him in the face so hard it stuck.
But favorite part of the show, man. Everybody in the chat, man. Y'all know what to do, man. Drop them score predictions. We'll start with L again. Give us your score prediction for this game.
Now, y'all know I don't do no scores. I'm just going to say we going to win. That's all I'm going to say.
Man, I don't like come on, give us a score.
Y'all know I'm superstitious.
Oh, Lord.
Okay.
Just don't split the poll.
Look, you know what? I had to cuss my son out yesterday because he almost did it. See, I'm that
you almost yanked the devil out of him, didn't you?
I sure did. I said, if you don't get back in one arm, I'm superstitious, y'all. I'm very
Chris.
My purse don't even touch the floor.
Chris, that's all you see. Chris, that's all you see.
Yeah. Oh boy.
But since I'm on here, I'm gonna give my score. Y'all want to know my score? I'm gonna give my score. It's gonna be 0-0. There y'all go. We tie.
We better not have no tie. We don't win that way.
I mean, if we don't score no points, I write a letter to Arthur Blank, because that'll be the second time this year.
Man,
I personally write Arthur Blank myself.
No, we'll probably score in the high 20s. It's gonna be real close. I say that with us winning, it'll probably be either a 3-point spread between a field goal, basically.
Okay, I can roll with that.
Ooh, but Ski, he feeling ambitious. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, he a little too ambitious.
Long as it ain't 28-3, and he hit that 7, he know to round up.
Well, he came up a little bit. He did.
Jordan, what's up, man? Prediction. Yeah, I think they can put up 28 points. But with Josh Allen, I feel like the Bills can also score 28 points. But yeah, I'm in that field goal range. I say 31-28 Falcons on the last minute field goal. Because even though I feel like they got two of the top defense in the league, they both teams got superstars on offense, and I feel like both of those superstars can come out this game. And if, like I said, Tyler Algier sets him up, Bijan can break probably 2 good runs this game, and both of them end up with close to 100 yards. And I feel like the Falcons can get 200-yard rushing this game, and I feel like that's going to be the key. So, yeah, I'm going Falcons 31-28 at home.
Man, I like that score, man. It's like I don't know if you were kind of like looking over my paper or what was going on.
I can't see your paper behind the screen, so stop.
No, man, I don't know because that score pretty close to what I got, man. I got 33-26 Falcons.
Wow, we got us in the 30. If we score 30 points, that would be a hallelujah day.
Well, my thing is, I still believe that we can run the ball on this team. I still believe that we can have 2 or 3 touchdowns on the ground. So that's 21 points right there. Give me Michael Penix. Give me a couple of kicks, maybe. Yeah, I can see that.
Solomon got a good score too, man. 17-14 is a good one because, like I said, man, if they run the ball well, and both teams can run the football. Both quarterbacks can pretty much scramble. So, yeah, it could be a low-scoring game. But the reason why I think it's going to be a bit on the high side is because I just feel like these superstars are going to show out. It's Monday night.
They get an extra rest day.
Yeah, an extra rest day. And, Falcons struggle on one thing and Bills struggle on another thing. So, they can put up points this game, both teams. Hey, man, let the troll stay in, man. I don't care about no troll. I mean, let them troll. I don't care. Yeah, they let them troll. I don't care. Yeah, he's still talking about Twitter.
You know the Bucks crawled out they whatever little hole that they was in all them years with Mr. 30 for 30. So I don't even know where they
at. Boy, listen, still waiting on that 30 for 30.
Running this division for years. I'm sorry. I'm not even over here to say that. Because if the Browns didn't want Baker Mayfield, they would have never had him. Y'all would have been sitting over here riding that high horse with Tom Brady's and back to sucking. So just be grateful.
Got Jameis again. Probably wouldn't.
So that's why I said they better be grateful. They better be grateful because that man is still eating W's and he eating W's up there with the Giants.
He sure is.
Let him do his thing and be happy. But
that's what I said. They just gotta be humble.
Shout out time, man. Y'all want to give a shout out? Go ahead.
Go ahead. Yep. I know you got some.
No shout outs. Y'all know I be hiding. Y'all get me out of hiding. Y'all know y'all the only ones to get me out of hiding.
You got on a baseball cap. You ain't hiding nowhere.
Hey man, you gotta pop
it's
out.
Black ain't look. I got on all black. What you mean I ain't hiding? I got on all black.
Look, ready to fade into the shadows right after the live.
No, thing you gonna see.
Look, for real. But no, shout out to them Georgia Bulldogs as they go on here and go out to Auburn to go play Auburn. Hopefully they come back out with a win with that. And then also shout out to Billy Bowman, my Sooner. Because like I said, Boomer Sooners. They are going to beat Texas. Florida already gave them the business. So I just need Oklahoma to finish them off, in that good Red River rivalry. So, yeah, shout out to them boys there, And shout out to my twin. I had to give him my hammy so he could come back. Shout out to Mr. Terrell. And no, we are not getting his brother, so y'all can cut all that out either, okay? Avion is going somewhere else. He is not coming here. All right. Oh, and shout out to Grayson High School. The undefeated defending state champs. Shout out to them boys out there. Yeah. All right. That's my shout out.
There you have. You asked for it, Smitty.
That team just get better and better every year. They just find a way to get talent.
They do.
And remind you, the coach is only like 31. Remind you that.
Yeah, I know. He's young. 30 Bird Game. Appreciate you, my guy.
Appreciate
Chris,
that.
Go ahead with your shout out, man.
Hey, man, shout out to the chat, man, for making this show each and every week. It would be nothing without you guys. So we appreciate you guys coming through week after week as we do these previews. Whether we have a guest on, whether if it's just us, we appreciate each and every last one of you guys. So don't think we're going to be thinking about y'all the way that y'all be thinking about us. And, man, we got to continue this thing, man. Shout out to the Atlanta Falcons. Y'all got a time right now to really, man, send the Bills on a 2-game losing streak while you go on a 2-game win streak against playoff caliber potential, and just continue to march forward toward these playoffs, man. Let's just get to these playoffs, and then we'll see what happens then. But first things first, let's take down the Bills. So that's what my thing is for y'all, man. Shout out to Smitty, shout out to Eb, shout out to all my Falcon fans out there, man.
And shout out to Coach Marvin, who's the coach at Grayson. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
I told you, we ain't worried about watching in Chicago. Ain't nobody gonna be watching them. Nobody want to see Caleb paint his fingernails.
Yeah, they trying to put those two top 10 quarterbacks against each other. You know how it goes, but
yeah,
hey, we
man,
still got a top 10 quarterback going against a reigning MVP. So I think that's going to be a little bit better matchup. You know what I'm talking about?
Like I said, going to reigning MVP and going against this year MVP. So we gonna watch that thing. But yeah, man, I want to give a shout out to the chat as well, man. Shout out to both of y'all coming through, giving a great show. Always bringing the heat like y'all always do, man. And I want to give a shout out to for God. God woke us up another day, man. God always blessing us to give y'all these thoughts out here. Keep us with the same mind. But yeah, man, God is awesome, man. I tell y'all that all the time. And like I tell y'all, man, I always step out on faith. Because if you take that one step and you take that step out on faith, God just push you on out there and push you in the right direction, man. Trust me, I'm a witness to that. But the owner said he mentored both of my sons, and that's a blessing, man. That's an absolute blessing. But yeah, so that's my shout out, man. But you know what to do, man. Tell everybody where to find you.
Y'all can find me at Lady E Tellum. Well, Lady _ Tellum. Okay. Right now, my spaces is going on. I got my people hosting that right now. We do Falcons Tuesdays along with Smitty shows. But if y'all ever want to chop in and kind of hear a couple of other people's, kind of versions and picks with that, we do be having special guests on there too. Speaking of which, I know he ain't gonna watch this, but shout out to Eric. Eric's been doing his thing literally with ESPN.
Oh, Eric Robinson, that's my guy, man. Yeah.
So he's been doing his thing at ESPN. Shout out to him. Sometimes Eric comes in from there. Shout out to my homie Dame. He is with Bleacher Report as well as Witsberto. So shout out to him, especially when he's come down to giving us those recruits so we can understand who we need to be drafted next. So, but yes, y'all can find me at Lady E _ and then also catch me on Thursday nights with Enters the Lab at 7 p.m. Right. We do a pre-show before our Thursday night game, but we talk about college and the NFL. So y'all can catch me there. Remember, Enters the Lab.
See there.
Shout out to Solomon. Shout out to Solomon, man. He a teacher, man. Shout out to him, man. That's a job that nobody gets credit for, man. They should be paid like lawyers and doctors. As much junk as they put up with, man.
Hey, man, that fall break. Hey, you want to take my son? Because he finna eat me up at a house of home. Somebody come get him.
Oh, no. He getting no. Hey, man. When I see him at training camp 2 years ago, he was about like this. Now he probably about up there. So now he right there.
Was that him at training camp that day?
No, my son don't like football like that, so
I was lucky to see it. I was lucky to see him that time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta catch him when I just have to when
drag him. Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah. Right.
Yo, Fire.
Man, Angela, how you doing? Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Miss Angela. How you doing?
Yeah, man. I know he even eat me out of the house at home. I'm telling you that right now. But till he come, Chris, tell everybody where to find you, man.
Hey, man. A1 Forever Sports, that's the platform on YouTube. Man, be generational because it's always time to be. And don't you settle for less because you always can have more with the vision. Man, it is 9:30 at night. Another great show because of you guys.
See, I can see it from way back there. Look at that.
Right.
No.
What up, man?
Eat me out of the house at home. No.
Yeah, man.
No, eat me out of the house at home. No.
Right. Yeah, man. I hope y'all make sure y'all find y'all peace today, though, man. Positive energy always creates elevation. And let's hope these Falcons go ahead and elevate on these Bills on Monday Night Football. And also catch me on the Hawks Digest as well. We just had our first preseason game last night. Had some good things, had some bad things. But overall, it's an exciting time to be a Hawks fan because we got a potential team that could do something in this Eastern Conference. So catch me over there as well. Also, Twitter, A1 Forever, Instagram, A1 Forever, and the real A1 Forever on TikTok, man. Hey, peace and blessings to y'all.
Absolutely. Miss Angela, man, I gotta give Miss Angela a shout out, man. Miss Angela been supporting me since I had about 7-8 subscribers. So shout out to Miss Angela. She been one of my day ones. But shout out to everybody that's been holding it down with me, for a long time. This is year number 7. So year number 7, lucky number 7. So look, we gonna make it lucky and we gonna make it great. But look, been another great show. Thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate it. Y'all know where to catch me, man. Smitty Sports Machine on YouTube. Also catch me at FatboySlim_21. Like Eb said, man, we be on that thing blowing it up. Cause that's what we do. But yeah, another great show. We'll see y'all Sunday post game show. And if any news drops before then, y'all know where to find me, man. Right here on Smitty Sports Machine. You can find me on at Fatboy Slim, and you can find Eb where?
Lady E_Talon on Twitter.
Mm-hmm. And Chris on Twitter, you are
A1 Forever.
That's what I'm talking about.
A1 Forever. I should pop right on up. See that logo.
Yep. Miss Anderson, you already know it. But yeah, man, we gonna roll on now because this has been a great show, man. But yeah, got to get back to her stream.
Yes.
And I got to get to,
but they start acting up.
And you know, I got to get back.
They got Bills fans in there now.
and you know, I got to get to my chicken wings because they right downstairs waiting on me. Because y'all already know how I do it. But we gonna holler at y'all Sunday, man. Sunday right after Monday night. I'm sorry, I apologize. It's gonna be a late one Monday night, so we'll be up all night. And I'm gonna stay up that night, and I might stream the game. Who knows? We'll see how it goes. But we gonna holler at y'all soon, man. Peace.